Dear 2018, thank you for being the most complicated year of my life. I don't think I've ever quite understood turbulence the way I do now. How to remain calm, even in the midst of a storm, and how to embrace the warmth of the sunshine that gives way after. We were off to a rough start. I was experiencing the worst mental health crises in my life, and during that time, I pushed my friends and family away, allowing myself to get lost in the web of a relationship that I felt my happiness depended on, that I felt my life depended on. I felt like a shadow of my former self, and I became fixated on the past, trying to figure out what had changed. Eventually, I got the help that I needed, and my partner was fully supportive of me every step of the way. During May, I remember feeling sincerely happy for the first time in a really long time. I was posting videos again, I was losing some weight, I was reconnecting with old friends, but then toward the end of July, something huge happened. I've been really unsure of how to approach this and whether to even share it with my YouTube audience, but I feel like I need to, and I also want to. Toward the end of July, my mom went missing. It was a really, really strange time in my life. I won't go into too much detail about the circumstances surrounding the situation because I feel like that's just not my story to tell. I want to clarify that she is back home now and here to stay. I got a phone call from her on Thursday, November 1st, 2018. One of the happiest days of my life, one of the most important days of my life. I was able to experience the feeling of having someone to call mom again when I wasn't sure if I ever would. During the 3 months I was away, I felt like my world was spiraling. But it's weird, I handled things really well, weathering out the storm like a freaking rock or something. At the time, I didn't think much of it. I just thought I was handling it the way that anybody would. But looking back on it now, I realize how strong I was, and that the strength has been in me all along. I just never had the chance to see it come out until I found myself put in a difficult situation like this. These were easily the most transformative 3 months of my life. I really buckled down, and I realized the only way I could stop feeling hopeless was to build myself up. Emotionally, I was weak. I realized how bad I was at feeling genuine emotions, and during these 3 months, I allowed myself to become vulnerable. And being vulnerable brought out the most authentic parts of me that I never let other people see, and people were drawn to me in a way that they had never been before. I made so many new friends, and I made them so easily too. It felt good. I felt like I had liberated myself. During the 3 months of transformation, I was making a lot of big changes in my life. The biggest change was deciding to end a 3-year relationship with my partner. Now, don't get me wrong, it wasn't a bad relationship. I still care very deeply about that person, and I want nothing but the best for them. And I will always cherish the time we spent together and be grateful for all the ways that they were able to help me during some of the things I was going through. I just realized that being in that relationship made me lose sense of who I was, and it wasn't their fault. I just think that there were a lot of emotional needs being left unfulfilled on both of our ends. Ending that relationship was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, but as of right now, I think it was the right decision because I have learned and experienced so many things that I don't think I would if I had stayed. And now, on December 31st, 2018, our story comes to its end. This has been the warmest winter for me. I usually hate this time of the year, but right now, I feel whole again. I don't know what challenges 2019 has in store for me, but thanks to you, 2018, I feel like I can handle them. Thank you for all of your pain. Thank you for pushing me to grow, and thank you for the wisdom that you have given me, because it's thanks to this wisdom that I know I will truly be grateful for all of the joy and even some of the pain that 2019 will surely offer.